Greetings, YouTube. How is everybody doing out there today? It is beautiful Saturday, the 14th. My clocks might be wrong. I'm gonna say it's probably 2. It's about 10 after 2 in the afternoon, guys. I got my minivan back in here, guys. This right here, guys, is just a backup vehicle. That's why I still have it. I'm gonna drive it until it's done. I keep my fluids changed on it, guys. I'm constantly, I wish I could take this engine out and just overhaul the old engine, put a new timing belt in there and everything. I wish I can do all that, but guys, I just don't have the room right now. I just don't have time. So I just keep fixing my problems with it, and just it keeps holding up for me, guys. Might be a little noisy in here, as you can see. I got 2 fans going and my old furnace fan that I kept. Guys, if you got an old furnace that goes out in your house, you're replacing it, and the fan wasn't bad, get that fan out of there, because they're just going to scrap it. I got about 5 or 6 of these things, guys. I tell you what, man, they blow some air, guys. Because you got to think about it. These things right here have a bunch of little fans on it, because it's got to blow sometimes up to the 2nd floor of your house. So I encourage you to grab yours. So here's the issue I had, guys. And a lot of people don't know what the problem is sometimes. But this is just another video to help you diagnose your problems, okay? Me and my wife went out in this thing, and I felt the power steering slip a little bit, and then it came back, and then I'm cruising down the road about another mile or so. All of a sudden, I lost my power steering. I told my wife, I said, the belt must have come off. Well, the belt did come off, okay? Well, we were out in the middle. Actually, we were probably about 4 miles away from our house, okay? We live out in the country, guys. That's why you got to have as many vehicles as you can have. I live an hour away from any major city. But we do have parts houses around here, but they're 25, 35 minutes away, guys. So, but anyway, the belt came off. And so I got it home, put the belt back on, belt came off again. I'm like, okay, I got to seize pulley somewhere, because the belt's not broke. The belt was fine. So that was my next option. I got a locked up pulley somewhere. Well, I checked all the pulleys, guys. My water pump froze up. I replaced this water pump about 10 years ago. They're real easy to do, guys. These have got to be the easiest water pumps I ever did in my life. See it? You can see it. That thing should be free spinning, easy. See it? It's tight right there, and then it comes loose. Usually, guys, whenever a water pump goes out, and I didn't see it, usually before a water pump goes out, it'll leak a little bit and give you a warning. Well, I didn't see it. One, my driveway's gravel, so that's probably why I didn't see it. And I don't drive this thing too much, guys, because it's up there in miles. AC still works. Everything still works, guys. It still runs and drives great. I need to do another tune-up on it. I got the plugs. I need to get me some wires for it. And whenever you do a tune-up, guys, always have a backup pair of wires and just hang on to them. Because if I don't break none of these wires, great, I'll reuse the wires again. But I always have a spare on me. So I need to do a complete tune-up on this thing again, guys. Well, not a complete. I'm just going to replace the plugs. And I always hang on to my plugs, guys, unless they're gone. That way, if you ever have a plug file out on you for whatever reason, you can just clean them up, put one in there temporarily. Or in case you snap one or something, it'll just get you enough time to get you to the parts house or whatever you need to do. So that's what happened, guys. I came home, the belt was off, antifreeze was all over the place. And I put the belt back on. I was like, why is the antifreeze there? Well, I'll deal with that in a minute. So I wanted to get the belt back on so I could see it pump. And then that way it told me if I got to bust a hose or whatever, but I didn't. The water pump seized up. So I got all that back together, guys. Another thing too, guys, I replaced the radiator in this thing a couple years ago. Whenever you replace the radiator, guys, it's always good to replace your hoses, and you should replace the water pump too. But if you're like me, man, you just deal with it, and how it comes is how it comes, because it's a pressure thing, guys. If your radiator's getting old and it's probably all clogged up inside and it's just barely getting you through, and then when you put a new one on there, usually the volume of the water pump can't keep up because it's already broke in to where it was matching the volume of the radiator. But anyway, it's another story for another time, guys. But whenever you do replace your radiator, guys, I always replace my hose, guys. Now let me tell you one thing. See these right here, guys? What I did, because everybody, I don't know anybody that really likes these. These are pressure clamps. Well, I replaced them with the old school clamps. That's a no-no. I knew better, but I'm like, man, I like these other clamps better. You just tighten them on and it goes. Well, what happens is, guys, when this thing builds up pressure, these here tighten up. Where your other ones, they don't tighten up. Well, I was going to a dinner, I don't know, about 4 or 5 months ago, guys, and the radiator hose just popped off. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna have to put the old clamps back on there when I get time. And today I had time, so I just put the old clamps back on there. Another thing too, guys, if you lose them, you can go to a junkyard and get them. They got tons of Chevys out there. But guys, let me tell you, I bought these things a long time ago. These here, guys, are made for these clamps. They're made for these clamps, okay? Let me show you something. Over here, I went to the junkyard the other day. I had to get a shock for the door. So I went to the junkyard and I got a bunch of these clamps. Because the parts house, guys, they don't, some stock them, some don't. You got to go through all kind of hoops for whatever reason. I have no idea. All right. These things right here, guys, are nice. They have a lock on them. You just squeeze it. Let me do this. You squeeze it, unlock it, they open up, okay? Then this right here, guys, it has grooves, so the clamp slides in these grooves, just like that, okay? And then what you do is, hold on, let me hold this. I squeeze this. All right, there we go. Hold on. Hang on a second there. All right, see that? See that, guys? It has grooves in it. And then you squeeze it. You squeeze it, it locks it. So it doesn't come loose. Okay? And then what you do is, guys, you take this, you slide it over your hose, and then you can control where that clamp sits at. That way, when you go to put that back on there, you can get it off pretty easy. These things are pretty neat, guys. I've had these things for a while, guys. To be honest with you, today's my first day using them. Because I really don't like these clamps, but they're necessary. Because usually we take a pair of pliers, channel locks or something, vice grips, pop them off. We usually throw them away, put the other ones on. But that's a no-no, guys. Actually, I lost one of these. That's why I went to the other style clamps, because they're a lot easier. But, you know, this is the way to go. Always go back the way the factory wanted it. Because even though I don't agree with the factory a lot of times, guys, their way is usually 90% right. So yeah, guys, that's what happened to me. The water pump locked up. Good thing me and my wife wasn't way out somewhere on an old country road. We'd have had to pay a tow bill to get back, because when your water pump locks up, guys, there's nothing you can do about it. There's no way around it, because you need that water pump to flow to keep the antifreeze moving, to keep your engine cool. So that's one of the things that I don't like about these serpentine belts, where you just got one belt running the whole system, guys. Because back in the day, man, you know, you had like 2 or 3 belts, and then if a belt broke off, well, all your other parts still function until you got to the parts house. So, or you can like rig it up somehow to where you can get it to where it goes to the parts house. Well, of course, today they don't want us working on our cars anymore. They're trying their best to take them away from people like me. And I'm hearing a lot of these newer cars, guys, you can't get to access to the computer. And I don't know if these scan tools that you buy have access to the computers. I don't know. But I'm sure somebody out there figures something out. But that's probably why whenever I go to buy cars, guys, I like Japanese cars. I think Japanese cars for the money are the best. That's why back in the 80s, the number one selling car in America was Olds Cutlass. When it went front wheel drive, the number one selling car in America was Honda Accord. And that's why GM, they're not building nothing, and the stuff they are building, they got to charge a fortune for. That's why Camaro's disappearing again. Because Camaro, you know, they can't build them. Like my Camaro right here, guys. This Camaro brand new was 25 grand. And V8 LS. The Camaros today with a V8 in it, I think it started about 40,000. Well, average Joe can't afford a $40,000 car anymore. At least not right now. But that's why I go back to the old school cars, guys. There are a lot of these here. When they built this Camaro and they started building these cars, they started getting a little bit more harder to work on. And so that's why I got it. Whenever I work on a car, guys, if I come out here with a clear and open mind, I can get through it. And it's not hard. Especially, there's a lot of other videos out there. If there's something I can't figure out, I'll try to find a video. I'll try to find like a site that you can go on a forum and see what they got going on. So, but this ain't too bad, guys. Really easy fix. The water pump's the easiest water pump I ever did. Basically, the water pump's standing alone by itself. So I think the water pump's easier than taking an alternator off on this thing. Well, guys, like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I hope this video helps somebody out. And I'm sure there's these Chevy Uplander vans, you know, they're coming to the end of their cycle, and there's tons of them in junkyards. And the 3.9 was the engine to get, guys, because the 3.9 engine in these things, they last forever. This thing's got 231,000 miles on it. Still runs as good as the day I bought it. It's got a little bit of oil leak here and there. I try to find them here and there. That's why I like to just pull this thing out, overhaul the old thing, put all new gaskets and everything in it, put a new timing chain in it, guys. I guarantee I get another 200,000 miles out of this thing. Because the 3.9 engine was one of the best V6 engines that GM ever built. So, well, guys, till the next time, y'all hang in there for the next video, guys, and I hope this helps you. Till the next time, guys. Bye-bye.